Hey guys, my name's Kat, and today I am doing my thoughts on my labor. I had my daughter on February 28th, 2017 at 4:03 p.m. And basically I'm just going to talk about how my labor went and what my thoughts were during the entire process, I guess you could say. Jeremy's here, but he's doing something, so he's not in the video right now. You want to say hi? You want to say hi?
Hi.
Here he is. Okay, so pretty much I was said to be induced on at first the 26th, but I guess there's no room for me on the schedule at my hospital that I was going to, so they instead scheduled me on the 27th. So I went in at 6 o'clock. I went in at 6 o'clock p.m. and basically I got ready. I got all the monitors and stuff on me, and then they checked me to see if I was dilated any, which I wasn't. I was still at a 1 for like 4 weeks.
Okay, I'm here now with Jeanette.
I was at 1 for like 4 weeks, and then they they did something to help me dilate to start labor on my own, but that didn't work. I had what they gave me for like an hour, and then they took it out to see if I would start contracting on my own, which I did for like the whole night, which was very uncomfortable. But I had medicine, I forgot what it was called, to help me sleep because I was in a lot of pain. Well, I wouldn't say a lot of pain, but I was in pain. So at 4 or 5, they came in to check me again, and they broke my water before they started Pitocin to see if I would start labor once again on my own, which I didn't. I just kept having contractions all day, all morning. So they broke my water at 5, and then I went to sleep until they came back at 7, and they started me on Pitocin, which is supposed to bring on contractions, but they were more painful than normal contractions because they're not your actual contractions. So they started that like 7, and then shortly after I started having contractions, and then I want to say about 9. It was about 9, right? Like 9 or 10, like a few hours after. I got my epidural, which did not work. The first time I got it, it did not work at all. I didn't feel my contractions at first, but I could feel my uterus tightening, and I kept telling the nurse that something wasn't right, that I could still feel my contractions, and I had to go to the bathroom. So apparently, whenever you have an epidural, you don't feel the need to go to the bathroom. They just give you a catheter, and then that takes your pee away or whatever. So then I kept telling her, and they kept bringing the epidural person back in there, and she kept asking me if I could feel her touching on my legs and up my stomach, and I told her I could feel her. It didn't hurt, but I could feel her touching me, which I apparently wasn't supposed to be feeling at all. And then she kept coming back in the room and making sure, I guess, that it wasn't working or that it was working, which it wasn't the whole time. So then they were going to give me another epidural, but I didn't want one because I was in so much pain, so much pain, crying my eyes out, screaming at my friend, my mom was there, and I was holding her hand the whole time, I was just crying because it hurt so bad. And then they came in to give me another epidural, but I didn't want it at first because the first one didn't work, and I didn't want the second one not to work because I was in a lot of pain, because they were upping my dose of Pitocin the whole time. So my contractions were a minute apart, and they were long contractions. They were long painful contractions every minute. and then she didn't turn it down. She didn't turn it down at first, but she eventually did when she took my epidural out. So then I got a second epidural, which worked. Oh my god, it was amazing. So then as soon as they gave it to me the second time, I just went to sleep. I was seriously so exhausted. And then my doctor came in and woke me up like a couple hours later and told me that I was still at a 4. So I'd been having contractions all from 6 o'clock that night, and it was about 3 to like 2 or 3 when she came back and told me that I wasn't dilating. I hadn't dilated any. So they let me sit there for like another 30 minutes, and then she came back and she told me that I still wasn't dilating, and that basically my contractions weren't strong enough to help me progress. So she asked if I wanted a C-section, and I told her I don't know. So she said, okay, I'll give you another 30 minutes, and if you don't dilate anymore, then you're going to have a C-section. No, she said she'd come back and ask me again. So she came back 30 minutes later, and I was still at 4, so I eventually said, okay, I'll just take the C-section.
85 to 90, Barbara will be interested
What?
in those things in many years.
You're taking too long.
It's been 6 minutes.
I don't know, but I just know that.
Does he not want to come out? Does he want to?
So I went ahead and I did the C-section, and I was like really freaking out because I didn't want a C-section because I heard that it would hurt so bad.
Ryan, the one that
Shut up. It hurt so bad, it would be so painful afterwards. So
he was like, don't curse at me, LOL. Well, damn, I don't talk to
really.
He's like,
So they
he
give Jeremy like some scrubs. He was the only person that could come back with me. So they gave him like scrubs and like a hat, and then he had to wait in the room while he took me to the room, and
This
then
took forever.
which apparently took forever to come back and get him because they had to wait, I guess, till they got me situated.
I want to take a shower.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Get out of my So I get back there and they transfer me over to the other bed, to like the operating bed, I guess you could say, whatever. And so I had to like spread my arms out like this, and then they like put like a sheet up like right here, and then they went and got Jeremy. He came in the room, and I already had epidural. I saw my epidural. It was still like in effect, I guess. And so they gave me like more medicine, so obviously so I don't feel anything. And then I guess they had like pinched my skin or something that they do whenever you have like a C-section, and they were like, do you feel that? And I was like, feel what? So I was like I was so out of it. I was so tired. I was exhausted at that point. So then like they cut me open, and they like start tugging on my skin, which you don't feel the pain, but like you could feel them like pulling your skin and like tugging and like pulling everything, which I felt it hurt. And then they're cutting me open. I could feel them tugging apart. Like, you're gonna feel a lot of pressure, which I did. And then the first thing I heard was them tell me that my daughter had really pretty eyelashes or something like that. And then they took her out, and I heard her cry, and I just started crying. Like, it's like the first time I heard her cry, I started crying. Like, I was bawling so hard because I was so happy that she was finally here, because I could not wait to meet her. And then, so like, they get her off, they take her over to the scale, they get her all cleaned up, and they're like, wow, like, no wonder your labor was so hard, your baby is really big. Like, she was 10 pounds, 10 pounds, 3 ounces when she was born. So I'm kind of glad I had the C-section, because that would have hurt so bad if I had to give her, like, push her out, basically. And so they hand her to Jeremy, and like, I look at her, and she has like a head full of hair, and she's so beautiful. Like, I was so happy that she was here. Like, pretty much I was still in surgery, so like, Jeremy held her while I was like getting closed up, but like, it hurt. Like, feeling them like put me back together. Like, I went like pushing, I don't know, it was just like a lot of pressure. Like, what you feel is a lot of pressure when you have a C-section, and that's all I felt. So like, I couldn't really like focus on her like I wanted to because of like how bad it hurt. So like, you know, like I look at her, but then like I look away from her. Feels like I'm crying. Cause like it hurts. Like I'm in a lot of pain at this point. It's like I don't really pay attention to her at first. But like I'm happy that she's there. But so I just like you know like Jeremy had his moment with her while I was like finished or whatever. So then they get done. They put the stitches in, and then they're like, okay, we gotta take it back to the room now. And so that was the worst part, was when they were done, because when they're done, they like press on your stomach. They like to get your uterus contract back down to like its normal size. Like they press on my stomach after I just had the C-section. It's like I could feel it, and I was like, oh my god, this hurts so bad. And then they put this binder on me. I guess it's to help like keep you. I don't know what it's for. I was so out of it. I was like, I don't care what you're doing at this point. They moved me back to the bed, and that hurts. They like turned me. They were like turning me like all every way, moving me, and then they like all slid me over to the bed. I was so sure I was gonna fall off, but I didn't fall off, obviously. So Jeremy hands her to me, and I'm holding her in my arms, and she's staring me like in my eyes, like she's staring right at me, like while they're like rolling us back to the room. And oh my gosh, I cried. I could not stop crying. Everyone's like, oh, congratulations, she's so beautiful. I'm just like, thank you, thank you, thank you, like crying my eyes out. I'm so happy, she's so beautiful. And so I get back to the room, and all my family's there. My mom, my dad, my sister. No, she wasn't there yet. My mom, my dad, my friend, my cousin, they all came. And you know, I do my first skin-to-skin contact with her, and she's like crying so hard. I have no idea what to do. I have no idea what she wanted. But you know, I'm just kind of like tired still, but you know, happy to see everyone's there. Eventually, I get rolled up to like the recovery room or whatever, and you know, they give me medicine, and I think I just like instantly fall asleep at that point. Jeremy took her. He was so happy that she was here or whatever. So he took care of her, and I just like kind of like went to sleep, and like I woke up because I had to get up. Sorry, I'm watching Team Up 2.
It's me. I make these decisions. It's me. Stop blaming David.
Okay, so
You say last time you asked me questions. Ask Brenda. You said, do you really think Janelle hates you? And I said, yes. And asked me again. She just said she doesn't want nothing to do with me. Done.
okay, these people are crazy.
It hurts me.
Janelle's mom, she needs help.
No.
No relation. Do you want her to have a relation?
She sees him on the drop-offs, but other than that, I mean, how am I supposed to drop my son off over the weekend with my mom if she wants to spend time with him, if she's gonna take him away from me?
Do you want her to have a relationship with this baby?
I do, but I want my son back. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Just act like we're best friends, act like everything's okay, but then behind closed doors we're going to court, and then she's accusing me of stuff in court, and I'm accusing her of stuff in court. Then why can't we just make do mediation and make a plan? I have tried saying what I want. It's about what you want. It's not about what Chase wants, Janelle. Chase wants to be with me full time, but I'm saying let me get him during the week. And that's what he says to me. Meme, I don't want to live with Mom. Meme, I don't want to live with Mom. Well, guess what? He just said Meme. I don't want to live with Mom. He just said to you. Want to get David's daughter over there, too.
Okay, I'm sorry, wow. Okay, yeah, this is a lot of drama. Okay, so
The moms, the dads also do.
I had to get up because I still have my catheter in, because obviously I wasn't walking at that point. So I get up for the first time, and I was gonna try walking over to the chair, and I was gonna try like walking over there, like walking back. Like the first time I stood up, I was like, oh no, I'm not doing this. Like I stood up for a little bit, you know, I just kind of stood there, looked around, felt it out, and I was like, okay. To my nurse, like, okay, I'm ready to sit back down now. So I sit back down to get some more rest, because like I was still in pain, and then
Janelle's better. She's better.
They came back at like 7, I want to say 7 in the morning. My nurse came back with like a couple of nurses. They got me up again. I walked to the couch and I walked back. Yeah, it hurt so bad the first time walking. So then she took my catheter out. So then I was on my own, had to walk to the bathroom by myself. Well, Jeremy was still there, but like I had to like actually get up and go to the bathroom, which I didn't have to do that often, so it wasn't that bad. But pretty much I just slept the whole time I was there because I was like on pain pills the whole time, and just stayed there. It was like pretty much me, Jeremy, and my daughter. My mom was there. She came up every day, and then my dad, they came back one more day. I think he came back the next day, and then like my grandma came. Like everybody came to see her, and then my pastor came to see her, and then pretty much like 2-3 days later I went home, and it was rough when I first got home because like it hurt to walk, and like moving around just kind of hurt because I was still like getting used to like having to do everything once again. Like, you know, when you're in a hospital, you have to give birth, the nurses are like at your every beck and call, like doing whatever you want. But I mean, like pretty much I had to like, I didn't have to do everything myself, but like I was trying to, like, you have to get up and you have to move and you have to walk around. Like you can't just lay there, or like your recovery would be so much harder. When I got home, the first thing I did, I went to the store. I went to get my prescriptions, my pain pill prescriptions, and like my ibuprofen and stuff like that, because obviously I needed it, so I was still in pain. Recovery wasn't too bad. It wasn't as bad as everyone said it was going to be. I mean, it still hurt, like, every little while. Like, for the first week I couldn't lift any, no, for the first 2 weeks I couldn't lift anything heavier than her. And then now, past 2 weeks, till I'm 6 weeks, I'm at 4 weeks now. So right now I can't lift anything that's heavier than 25 pounds. It hurt coughing. That was the worst. Laughing hurt so bad. Remember, like the first good laugh I had, like, we gave her bath, her first bath, me and Jeremy, when she got home, and she like peed on him, and I was laughing so hard, but I had to stop, because I was like hurting so bad. I did already have a 2-week checkup with my doctor to make sure like I was healing okay, which I am, so that's good. It does still hurt. It doesn't hurt like as bad as it was when I first got it, but like it still hurts a little bit. No, just taking it a day at a time or whatever. Overall, I wouldn't say my labor was too bad. Yes, it was painful when I had those contractions for those hours when my epidural failed. It was really painful, but I guess if I did it all over again, I'd do it, because my beautiful daughter is here, and she's so awesome. I love being a mom. It's tiring, it's exhausting, but I love it. I wouldn't trade her for anything in this world. I guess that's pretty much it. I guess like this video, leave a comment if you want, let me know what else you want to see, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, see you next time, bye. Oh, sorry for like all the rambling. I was like kind of lost. I don't know. I was just trying to remember as I went along. So like if I kind of feel like I'm stumbling along, or like if I repeat stuff or it just doesn't make any sense, I was trying to remember as I was going along and like trying to get out what I wanted to say. So thanks again for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what else you want to see. See you next video. Bye.